Good afternoon, good afternoon. You were morning, but you said good afternoon, okay? Thank you. Sit down. How is everything? You're well? Okay. So, dear students, so far the lesson I'm going to proceed today is a poem. A poem that is one of the most popular among the poems written in the background of British background. Okay, the name of the poem is She Dwelt Among the Untrodden Ways, written by William Wordsworth. We came about it because it is one of the most important poems among the poems written by Wordsworth himself. Look here, William Wordsworth, first of all, I would like to introduce you about who William Wordsworth is. William Wordsworth is known as one of the most profound writers there in British background, who represents one particular era, that is era of Romantic movement. Romantic movement is one of the movement in regard to the development of poetry. Earlier, how the poet wrote poetry, it was different. Some poets wrote in the form of in the classical form. Some wrote in different styles were there. But it was William Wordsworth in the history of British literature who aimed by conquering the sentiment and thoughts of the people around, not only British people, around the literary circle of the world, who was able to convince the people that poetry could be written in the way a person thinks, not the way what the tradition was set. It means William Wordsworth is one of the iconoclasts who has broken all the norms and tradition of writing poetry. In this sense, he has been called as the forerunner. He is also known as the representative or the leaders of Romantic poet, William Wordsworth, who was born in 1870 and died in 1950. It means, he was able to survive for 80 years in British soil in the world literary flavor. This way, William Wordsworth has been not only renounced there in the British literature, British society, but he has been one of the most remarkable and touching literary hegemonizer in the world literary history. So this is William Wordsworth. And look here, in regard to poem, William Wordsworth says, because as he is a poet, as he is one of the most profound representative of Romantic period, William Wordsworth in regard to poem says that our poem is defined in the way like this. Our poem is an outflow. It is an outflow of our feelings and experience in our tranquility. To be a poem, a writer should have his feelings and experience of life, that should come naturally, that should flow naturally. What do you think, what do you imagine? If that flows without any pause, without any hesitation, without any thought, this is called poem. This way he has defined poem. So look here, this clarifies that, William Wordsworth was one of the milestone for representing this very movement, William Wordsworth. Now here, the definition how he has defined poetry and the views he has given in She Dwelt Among the Untrodden Ways. I have written there on the board also. How what his definition about the poem and what is content in this particular poem, that is different. Because earlier I was telling you, what was his point of view about poem that I told you. In this particular poem, okay, writer has given different kinds of, okay, perspective in regard to human life. Okay, basically in our society there are different kinds of people. Some are poor, some are rich. Okay, some people live there in the city, some people live there in the suburb, some people live there in the rural zone. Look here, wherever people are living, okay, there should be noticed. In the sense of humanity, either you are king or you are emperor, you are a simple, okay, porter, no matter, or you are a prodigal, no matter, the value of human being is same, yes or no? Yes or no? We should be equalized, yes or no? Because we are human beings. But when we are treated differently by the human being over human being, then this is one of the bias that, okay, we are not trying to set history. We are not trying to set history of humanism. Look here in this particular poem, the writer has brought one special character called Lucy. Okay, the writer has brought one a character Lucy, who lived there in a rural zone. Okay, she may be poor, but it is not mentioned whether how poor she was, it is not mentioned. But by the explanation of the poem, it becomes clear that Lucy was born there in a village, in a rural zone, okay, who was so beautiful. She was so beautiful, but she was not recognized by anybody. The society had forgotten her. She could be more beautiful than Hir and Ranjha himself. She could be more beautiful than the characters like Romeo and Juliet. But who could be taking care about her? Because she lived there in the village, somewhere where there were less human beings, okay, but nobody took any notice, okay, about her life. So look at so many poor people. In this sense, I have told you that Lucy perhaps should be one of the girls from the rural zone. She should be, okay, should might be beautiful, no doubt, but because there was nobody else, okay, to understand her inner beauty. Okay, outer, okay, from her physical point of view also she was so beautiful, but because she was poor, she might be poor, she was poor I can say, she might be poor, she might be living there, she might be born in the womb of maybe Dalit, maybe Sanskrit, something like that. And that's why the world, that society have forgotten her. How beautiful she was, nobody studied about her inner beauty. Only they should have taken care about her poverty, about her poor background, okay, in the society. She was unnoticed. Look here, writer William Wordsworth believes that such people who without knowing whose character, people without knowing, they have passed away, they are forgotten, they are unnoticed, and if she had been understood by the majority of the people there in the society, perhaps such character living in the rural zone, okay, would have their specific space in this world, who could lead the society, who could represent the society, who could understand the spirit of, okay, every human being. But there are no such people, okay, who could understand the human feelings of such character like Lucy. In this way, okay, to some extent the writer points out, okay, people having poor background, people having, okay, such a miserable condition, those whose parents are poor, those who have no, okay, income generation, okay, profession, okay, they often are disregarded by the society, they are disregarded by their family members, and ultimately they have to die without being noticed. Whatsoever writer in this sense. So, look here. And now, Lucy, she was, about her age is not mentioned here, but she should be a young girl, like the girls in the class. She should be a young girl like the girls in this class. But what happened? Untimely she died. Before she could expose her reality, before she could say, she could give something, okay, there, okay, to this society and to the world people, what happened? She died. She died. What was the reason? Nothing is mentioned here. Okay, some causes I have pointed you out. Okay, when somebody is very poor, when somebody is, okay, unnoticed there in the society, and because so many people have to die, untimely she has died, and whereas even after her death, her body has been put not in the visible area. Where body has been buried in such area where nobody goes. Before she was living, nobody knew who she was. And after the day, when we are buried in the graveyard, when we are buried in the graveyard, who could notice us? But you know, there are some big people, there are some rich people. When they are dead, then okay, there is one particular gathering, there is one ceremony, there are guns, they are shot at the sky, okay, in their memory, in their prestige. Yes or no? But people, same human being who are there, who die even after their death, where their body is, how they are lying, people do not care about it. Some people have their respect, okay, during their life. Some people, okay, have respect even after their death. But a person who has a pious soul, just a person who has nothing, who has not, okay, done any harm to the society, they are fucking. What is this? This is the question by the writer. So the William Wordsworth, in fact, looks very, very sad on the death. It is here William Wordsworth is the speaker in the poem. Seems to be very, very sad on the death of Lucy. Perhaps he loves her so much. Perhaps the speaker in the poem loves her so much. But what to do? Nobody is there to take care of her. Nobody is there to look at her. Nobody is there to look after her. So, look here, after death she has been buried on earth. Okay, there is a river called Dove. Okay, on the side of the Dove river, okay, there is a violet. Look here, violet has been used here as a metaphor. There is also one another word called star. Star and violet. Violet is the symbol of purity. Violet is the symbol of purity. Violet and Lucy are compared each other, and she also has been compared with star. Star is such a thing which is the symbol of eternality. Okay, even though Lucy died, however, she has lived there in the sky. As in our Hindu mythology, when we die, then our parents often say that, where is your papa, where is your grandpapa? They are twinkling there in the sky, in the form of a star. He is your papa, isn't it? So is the case here. So Lucy has been compared with the star in order to show that she was an eternal body, though she died. However, her beauty, her inner beauty especially, okay, her tendency, her inner as well as outer beauty, they still are. Though she died physically, however, it is twinkling in the sky, forever. This way, the writer tries to immortalize अमरत्व प्रदान गर्ने प्रयास गर्छन् विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ in regard to Lucy. Okay, and ultimately there is one interrogation. एउटा ठुलो प्रश्न उठाइएको छ, who Lucy was. Look here, the writer goes on thinking about Lucy, but ultimately when he finished thinking, then at a time when he comes in consciousness, because earlier he was so much deep inside. He was so deep in sadness. Now as he springs, out of his conscious, unconscious to conscious, then he thinks that Lucy was there in her graveyard. But he was there. He was an alive person. So why he was being sad? Why he was regretting on his death? This way the writer realizes that death and life, they can go parallel, because when there is life, then there is the sin of death also. So in the death of somebody else, if we feel remorse, if we feel regret, this doesn't bring any actual result. Rather forget it. See, this way writer has given two messages in this poem. Till we are living in this world, we have to respect each other. We have to respect the beauty, inner beauty of the person. We have to exhibit their beauty, and we have to distribute it to all. We have to give a lesson. How beautiful you are, how beautiful soul. Soul you have. On the other hand, the writer also has given one another lesson that though we are living here, when we die, then often we regret, we become sad, but there is no any point of to be sadness. There is no any point of weeping over the death of somebody else, because even after we have wept a lot, the dead body doesn't return back. That's why we have to console ourselves. We have to console ourselves. Okay, that death and life are, okay, life go together. There is no point to feel remorse. We have to forget it. So this is the poem done by William Wordsworth. So recently I have finished teaching you the poem. See, dwell the monk down to the words. And now I'm going to highlight 1-2 points for today. The point is that after we have studied in this poem because it is all about poem. So poem has its own culture, its own tradition, the way of technique. That's why some of the devices used in this poem, I have told you that it is a lyrical poem, and also it is elegy and lyrical poem. You can understand lyrical poem in the sense that it has short lines, single speaker, and the speaker in a very big sadness. In this sense, it is a lyrical poem. On the same way, this is also elegy because this poem is full of sadness. The sadness is created on the death of Lucy, the central character of the poem itself. And in order to show the death of Lucy, the writer has compared Lucy's condition with the help of two special words, namely one is star and another is what did I say? Violet. V-I-O-L-E-T, violet. Remember, star and hello, please, your attention, please. Star and violet, these are used as a metaphor. Violet is the symbol of purity. How pure you are, how sound you are, how your soul is pure, how much you are pure in your soul. That is compared with violet. That is shown with violet. Violet has been compared with the central character Lucy itself. Lucy, one of the innocent girl who has died, she has been forgotten by the world. Nobody has given any kinds of notice. But still the writer has compared her with Violet. It shows that though Lucy was unnoticed, she was not taken care. However, she was so pure, she was so tranquil that she is something like a violet who had no any sense of corruption, who had no any sense of illness. And she was a pure like a violet. In this sense, Lucy has been compared with star. Now, though Lucy died, though Lucy died, though Lucy lived there in the next world. However, and though Lucy was not taken care by anybody in this world, however, she is so popular, she's so famous that she twinkles like a star in the night. So despite her demise, untimely, however, despite her, despite her, we can say unpopularity, we can say that she is so popular even after that. So in order to compare her popularity, in order to compare her beauty and all eternality, she has been compared with stars. So these are some of the metaphors used in this poem. This much for today, dear students. Whatever I had to do, I did. And if there are some question answer also, we could go, but because the time doesn't support for today, the next time I will be judging your questions, if necessary. And this is all for today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.